Hi, I'm Keelan, and welcome to Keelan's Kitchen, Episode 1. So this episode is going to be longer than any other episode. Kinda, I want to have the cooking videos to be a standard 10 to 15 minutes, but life happens. So first, I am not a chef in a way, I guess. I'm a artsy kid who just so happens to know how to cook. And so I was like, I already, knew how to do all of this. I was like, why not combine the two worlds together? So everything that I do on the channel, it's not probably traditional or not how some others would do it. There's nothing really just, oh, that's not how you do that, or this is not how you do this. It's truly just me cooking what I come up with. Some of the recipes are my own, some recipes I will be trying. It's really whatever, just going with the flow. This recipe in particular, I came up with it myself. Only, what am I trying to say? I came up with this recipe myself. Of course, I had the chicken thighs, the potatoes, and the broccoli, but I was like, okay, well, what do I want to do with it? So it's all the ingredients that go inside, and I really just go off the dome. I'm not the type to look up recipes, like try them out, because it's just too nitpicky, and I just like to go with the flow. And speaking of going with the flow, the recipes and stuff that I list out or have or tell you, especially my original one, they won't be in measurements at all. So instead of saying 2 tablespoons of paprika, it'll be 2 shakes of paprika or stuff like that. That's probably not how you roll, and that's okay. For me, I've been cooking for a while now, and so get a hang of like how much to put in what or whatever. So that's probably not how you do things, or you probably like, no, Keelan, I don't like that. That's fine. I can't do anything about that. Let's go right along, shall we? Let's get everything out but first, we're gonna wash our hands. We do that on this channel. First thing first, we're gonna get our potatoes. We're gonna cut them up. While we're doing that, you're gonna let your water boil. The thing is, while cooking, you have to have multiple things happening at once. Like me, cooking fast, I can make this meal in less than 45 minutes. But of course, doing all of this, I take my time. Have multiple things going at once. Like making mashed potatoes, have your water be boiling while you're making everything, all this is going on. And same thing, I'm making cornbread with this as well. I don't know if I mentioned that in the first half. Have your oven already preheated, so you can all just slip and slide. Yeah. I need those cooking like you're gonna like mess up along the way. So fill it up like 3/4 of your pot, if that makes sense. I don't know. 2 or 3 shakes of salt. I'll show you what I mean. Now we're gonna choppity chop the potatoes, and cutting up it doesn't have to be that much. I am going to do maybe 4 potatoes. It just depends on the potato size. Don't over, or like I said, depending on how much you make, but don't overfill your pot. If you fill it up too much, it is okay. You can take some out, save it for later. Make some breakfast potatoes, which will probably be on the next episode. So there you go. Truly, what am I doing? Big wheels keep on turning. Unloaded mashed potatoes, I don't cut the skin, and after I finish cutting them, and I'll of course show you how I cut them, then I wash them and then let them do what they do. First, I just simply cut down the middle, and then from there, I cut again from first step, so now we step 2, and do that on both sides. Now from here, 3 sections, so, and then now we just have 6 little ones, and then we just put it in here. Like I said, this is all new. Keelan's Kitchen is all new. Brand spanking new. I want to hear from you guys. Send me recipes that you think I should do. I don't care how crazy. Y'all see this? Y'all see this? One more potato. One more. Because I'm going to 1 second. Or thirds. So we won't get burnt. And this is so fun. I really, really enjoy cooking. A lot. Like, oh, I didn't wash them. Oh, that means we have to reboil the water. I shall be back. Now we're back. Well, normally the water will be boiling right now, but I forgot to wash. Put them in here all the way until it's full. The water is towards the top, And I'm just gonna pour some out so it doesn't boil over. Now that that is done, I'm gonna wash this out. The chicken part. Wash the chicken. Meat is washed, and meat is about to get cooked. Well, no. Oh no, I don't need this for this. I need my bowl, my blue bowl, my seasoning bowl. This is what I needed. Whenever you're frying your chicken in a pan, or you're putting your chicken in the skillet or whatever meat you have, make sure the meat is dry or drying or dried after you wet it, because the oil will pop back and it's just a lot. So, seasoning. Caribbean jerk wing seasoning mix. I love it. Worcestershire sauce. Baby, I could care less how to say the name. It tastes good. And yes, this is a traditional steak sauce. This is optional. Let me just say that. This is very optional. I like the taste that it gives any type of meat, so I use it. Paprika. Live by it. And I feel like this is what gives food is coloring. Smoked paprika is better though, but I just forgot to get it. Cayenne pepper. Not that much, but it doesn't really give a spice. And paprika is not that spicy either. Cilantro leaves. Trust me, it's beautiful. Black pepper. I'm a black pepper fanatic, so I don't even know how much is left in there. Garlic powder. Oh, and parsley flakes. Parsley is not a seasoning. It's not a Danish. It's a garnish. The color that it gives chicken, I definitely sprinkle some on after I finish, because it just gives it a bougie look, and I love it. We're gonna use not the whole thing, because when I caramelize my onions later, when I caramelize my onions after this, we're gonna use half of this to go in there. Beautiful, isn't it? Cayenne pepper. I would say sprinkle it until the top layer of the chicken is lightly covered, or to your spice taste. Paprika. Oh, but we can get down with this one. Sprinkle it. I know I said I was gonna tell you how to do shakes. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it. It's not. I don't use measurements. I just stop until it looks right. Can you see that? Like I'm so sorry if that doesn't help at all. Garlic powder. I don't care how much you put in there. Just put it in there. Now the cilantro leaves. This doesn't have a potent taste or smell, so I say 5 shakes. Black pepper. I'm gonna say this for the onions. Parsley flakes. Taste it after so many shakes. In reference, 8 shakes. The sauce, not that much. Like this one, I'm gonna say 5 shakes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. After I finish mixing this, I'm going to put it in the fridge to let it marinate. And then while I'm caramelizing the onions, I'm going to preheat the stove to, I believe, 375. Don't quote me on it just yet. It's dead. The chicken is dead. Just get into it and, mix her up. Yeah. Put this in the fridge, do my onions, and we're going to go from there. And you may ask, Keelan, how long do you keep your chicken in there? I keep my chicken in there when my onions are done caramelizing. I'm gonna bring the potatoes back to get started on those, because those are always the first to finish, and I like to let that sit. Oh, I want to do a cute little transition. I used this onion a couple days ago, give or take. So I can't show you how I cut my onions, because when I cut my onions, I don't cry, because there's a certain way to cut your onions. But on my next video, I'm more likely going to cook with the onions, so I'm going to show you. But for right now, we're just going to cut straight down from the middle. I'm going to cut straight back because I want the onions to be full. I'm going to go rinse these off and then come back, and then I'm going to let that caramelize. Check on my potatoes, check back, then get on the bacon and get started with the cornbread. Yeah. So for your potatoes, to see if they're ready, just get a butter knife and simply just press down. But yes, stick your butter knife into your potatoes. If it feels like it's like you're pressing into butter, you're good. If it's a little pushback, and you'll know what I mean, then they're not ready just quite yet. 5 more minutes. We have our milk, cream cheese. Just work with me. Oh, and our Parmesan. I accidentally put it in the freezer. We're gonna start with a milk first. Yeah, 2 seconds worth of milk in. If you need more milk, you would know. I would rather it be less, starting out less than more or too much. You can't go back. And I'm not making any more potatoes. Since they're loaded, they don't have to be just all creamy. So we're just gonna do this. We're just gonna mix and we're just gonna mash until it's the consistency that you like. Heavy on you. I'm at the consistency that I like. I'm gonna add in my cream cheese. With the cream cheese, you don't have to add in all of it. I'm gonna start off with these 2 chunks. I'm gonna put in cream cheese, 2 handfuls. I mean, not cream cheese, our Parmesan cheese, 2 handfuls of your Parmesan cheese. After we mix this, then we're gonna do a little taste test to see how much salt and garlic powder we need to put in. The bacon bits that go in this, I don't use store-bought bacon bits. I cook my own 2 slices of bacon or however many you want, and then I put it in here. 2 shakes of salt, parsley flakes. This can be literally however much you want. Garlic powder, that was 5 shakes in reference. Black pepper, seasoned to taste. To see. Ew! Oh, that's beautiful. Oh God, that's beautiful. Whew. Okay, I'm gonna put this over there, and we're actually gonna get started on the chicken. I made cornbread for the first time 2 weeks ago, and it was perfect. Perfect. Remember, dry ingredients first. Typically, you will mix in your wet ingredients separate from your dry ingredients, but cornbread it's a little leeway because ain't like this that much. But see the clumps and stuff that we have, whisk it out while it's dry. Like I said, one, it's easier, but when you mix in your wet ingredients, you don't have to worry about fighting with it to get all the clumps out. And it's just literally beating it and mixing it together until all the clumps and stuff are gone. Cornbread is just like baking. When it's light golden brown, for however many minutes it tells you, you take it out. And you have to remember that when you bake things, it has to settle first. But yes, the longer you keep it in there, it takes out all the moisture and it dries it out. And then for your pan, you're going to butter the bottom of your pan fully. No lightness, no nothing, fully. That's so it won't stick to the bottom. A little section in the middle. Make sure no shells or anything are in there. And then we're gonna whisk this into it. Honestly, it's not like a hardcore thing, but whenever you have something like this, whisk and stir within the middle first, and then let your dry ingredients come into it. It's honestly the easiest thing to make. It's just the actual baking part. You have to make sure you take it out on time because that really messes up everything. Okay, now it's time to chop up the bacon and do that. Okay, we're almost at the end. Oh, no, we're not. We're not done at all. The buttering technique. Okay, everyone, this is the end. You see, I'm at the table with my food, ready to eat. I want to say thank you all for watching the video, enjoying the video. If you did enjoy the video, thank you for watching. I want to aim to post my cooking videos at least every Sunday, like Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. Try twice a week, but we'll see. Like I said, thank you all for watching. If you like my recipes or if you didn't, hey, it's perfectly fine. But it's definitely a learning process, I guess, for me and you, in a way. So yeah, because cooking while recording are two different worlds, and I still have a lot to learn as I'm going in. But you know, each episode is going to get easier and easier. So thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Be right now.